What's up, guys? Jason, New Age Revolution down here in what once was the cave and has now just become the clutter. The clutter is here. It's okay. It's okay. I gotta stay invested in the videos, regardless of the status of the room. I have 12 more doll stands coming from Amazon. Strangely, they're not going to be here till the 23rd or 24th, despite already being shipped. So I'm sure Amazon will change the date and they'll come sooner, but I can't wait to get those doll stands in and just get these figures going. So with 12, well, I'll only be able to do 12 more figures. I'm not going to be nuts and just order, 12 at a time every 2 days. I mean, they're $40 a piece. That's a little over the top. So I'll get the figures on the shelf. When the doll stands come, I'll get 12 more figures in stands, and then we're just going to put the figures on the shelf as they are, leaning up against the wall, whatever. Then as the doll stands roll in periodically, we will put them in doll stands. But right now, all of the LJNs are literally on the floor right here in front of me. Got the old sling 'em fling 'em right here, all over the floor. But right now, we're not talking about me. We're not talking about me. We're talking about XOX, Random Treasures, Print Fury, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. Oh, no, sorry. I just went off in 90s rap land. We're talking about XOX. We're talking about custom LJN figures done by the master. Net at XOX, Kevin at Print Fury, children running like animals upstairs. Package came in the mail yesterday. I don't want to show it. It's like right here. The camera's weird stuff. Okay, there, you didn't see it. This is such a wonderfully bizarre figure that came, because this wrestler is wonderfully bizarre and their body is wonderfully bizarre, and it's captured and sculpted so amazingly. Look, my friend Nat sent me a well, yeah, I get the notification from, if you're sitting in front of an LJN ring with figures, you just have to touch them. You can't just let them all sit here. So now I'm just standing them all up in the ring. Bad News Brown, if you have not yet, do so. The Barbarian, if you have not yet, definitely do so. I get the shipping notification, and I text her, hey, something's coming. And she says, it's heavy. He's a bulky one. And I say, oh, bulky, eh? A requested figure, WWF. And Nat says, yes, I think so. Now look, she's an artist. Nobody says she has to be a history of WWF scholar. But no, in fact, this person never was in the WWF, despite, I think, being in the WWF Hall of Fame. But he's here. He's sitting in front of me. And this, again, is just such a unique figure. There is not a single LJN body part used for this figure. Maybe a hand, maybe an arm, I don't know. You ready? You ready for the latest and greatest addition to your LJN WWF? Well, forget WWF, to your LJN Wrestling Superstars collection. Are you ready? This person was shipped from Maryland, where my friend Nat hails from. And but originally he was not from Maryland. No, indeed, he in fact, he's from the Sudan. ladies and gentlemen. The madman from the Sudan, if you will. Of course, I'm talking about Abdullah the Butcher is now LJN. I could not look. I know that you guys like seeing me open the figure and get my full reaction, but sometimes I'm just too pumped up about what is in that beautiful XOX box, aside from the lemon heads. Thank you. So I ripped it open. I just stood in my kitchen. I was like, no way. No way. Abdullah the Butcher is LJN. Guys, look, we're not body shaming anybody here, okay? We're not body shaming anybody. I think it's safe to say that Abdullah the Butcher has one of the most unique physiques in the history of wrestling. And it is captured brilliantly here. From the extremely high pants covering some bulk, the patented Abdullah pancakes. Oh man, what do we call these things? What do we call these things? His pecs. The patented Abdullah pecs are there, hanging gently over his dungarees, and the large, girthy posterior. The boots, ladies and gentlemen. The scarred forehead, ladies and gentlemen. And what a pose. I'll tell you why this is such a pose for Abdullah. If you watch any Abdullah matches, all he does is thrusts, right? Thrusts. And some really short, weak punches. I mean, he's immobile. So we've got Tully Blanchard, who is now going to take look at this. Remember the short, stumpy little punches? Actually, imagine a fork in Abdullah's head, or in Abdullah's hand. Bam, bam. And then what do? You do the chops, right? The Abdullah chops. The little punch, the chop, right? This is, again, it's an absolutely amazing figure, guys. Abdullah the Butcher is LJN. The sculpting alone on this figure, it is a heavy figure. It is this body. How else do you capture this body? How else do you capture the pectoral details of Abdullah? How do you capture the pectoral flaps of Abdullah the Butcher? You capture them this way, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Abdullah the Butcher. Oh, look at this. I happen to have an AWA Carlos Colon here. You got Abdullah just bashing away those short little punches, those weird karate thrusts. And then the big finishing move, right? That unbelievably dangerous elbow drop that he would smash on people. Abdullah the Butcher is LJN. Here's what you do. You get on the internet, the superhighway, the World Wide Web. You put in the HTTP with the thing and the things, and you go to www. That's what you got to type in nowadays. You got to type in the www.etsy, .com, and you go check out Random Treasures, XOX by Random Treasures page on Etsy, and you'll be able to purchase Abdullah the Butcher from her. Abdullah the Butcher is now here to wreak havoc on the honky-tonk man with the short, stabbing little punches. Height-wise, yeah, sure, why not, He's fine. He's fine. Look, Abdullah is not a tall man, ladies and gentlemen. So look at that. Look at that. Look at him. You can just tell he's just grinding away at the head of the honky tonk man. You want to have some good old Mid-South old school action, get yourself a Dr. Death Steve Williams. Have him try to power slam the big butcher. No way! You got to be kidding me. You know what match I want to have? I want to have Duggan versus Abdullah. Wouldn't that be great? Duggan. Duggan versus Abdullah. Guys, do it. Do it now. Go get Abby. Add Abby to your LJN wrestling figure collection. Thanks to XOX, Random Treasures, Print Fury. They knocked it out of the ballpark once again. Abdullah the Butcher is LJN. Get on Etsy. Go get it now. Unbelievable figure. Unbelievable figure. Thank you again to Net, the crew, the gang, the peeps. Thank you. And go get yourself a butcher. This is amazing. I mean, it just is amazing. Abdullah the Butcher. From the Sudan. The scars are there, trust me. They might not be showing up in the light. They're there. The scars are there. The face is great. And more importantly, the pec flaps are included. Free of charge. Good night now.